Pisces, how you doing? It's Dharma here to do a weekly tarot spread for you. This is going to be time relevant for roughly 7 days from whenever you watch this video, not from when it was uploaded, okay? So this is for Pisces and Pisces cross watchers, and that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what have you. I was getting grounded and ready for this reading, and I suddenly feel really, really dreamy. Like Neptune got me like. So that's probably the, Pisces energy. I've got the Fairies, Brian Froud's Fairies Oracle out. And I've already, okay. So we have a potential opportunity, right? I talk about the gate a lot. This is, the card is called the Guardian of the Gate, right? But really, it's the gate. Right there it is, loud and clear, and here we are. You can almost see the energy of your light, and it's standing right there at the gate. You could go through it if you want to. However, enter our buddy, the Hobgoblin. If you watch our lives, we have recently dubbed this feller Hobby, and also we have also decided that he would look better if he had on a little floral shirt. Look like a little Jimmy Buffett, because he's actually your friend, right? It's just he's got anxiety really bad. He is anxiety. And he sits on your shoulder and he tells you all of the things that could go wrong, right? And so what we have here is we're on the precipice of doing something. We know exactly what we want to do. It's just our buddy Hobgoblin, Hobby, it's almost like, and I told you, he's our friend. It's almost like he's making sure that you, Pisces, or cross-watcher, cross your T's and dot your I's, making sure that you do it right, because this is not the first time you've been at a gate like this. It's just that this particular gate, my oh my, it is beautiful. I heard it's a goddess. That's kind of amazing. The gate is beautiful. There it is. And you've been there before. And the reason I say that is because you have the trickster. You have it's that old gnome is the name of this card, but he's the trickster. If you read up on fairies and elementals and things from what they call the Middle Earth, which is this dimension, but you can't, it's whatever. Okay? These guys, these trolls, gnomes, whatever, will get in your house and they just kind of move stuff around just enough to cause you to notice a difference, okay? And so here we are at the gate. Like, all right, I'm a little bit nervous about the gate, okay? Me and Hobby standing at the gate freaking out because, ooh, it's this one. This is a good one. This is a good, and what is the gate for you? The gate can be anything, okay? So if there's something going on right at this time, there's something that you want. There's something that you have your eye on that is shiny and new, and I heard goddess-like. It's beautiful. It's like it shines. It's shiny. Shiny and new, essentially, right? But you have to do it differently this time. Some kind of patterns, some kind of normal route you would have taken, I heard, so that it's everlasting. It's almost like this particular gateway, this particular path, right? Because the gate is just the initiation. What's behind the gate? It's the whole pathway. You have to pick one of the gates to go through and then you walk that path, right? And it's like you've come across it and you're like, holy smokes, best thing ever. But you don't want to screw it up. And so there's this need to reevaluate how you do things, and it's like precision. We want to execute this with precision. Lenormand. The bellows. Okay, so the bellows is a catalyst, right? It's like something that you're going to come across this week. Perhaps you've been standing at the gateway for a minute, right? Freaking out. You and the hobgoblin. Standing at the gate like, all right, let's assess. Let's assess this right now, okay? Taking your time, trying to buy time. Except now something happens, and it might even potentially be a trickster, because I was telling you that these gnomes come in your house. I don't know why I keep saying come in your house, and they change things. They light a torch. It's almost like this gnome or this trickster comes in and stirs you up to where you just like want to get pushed through the gate, or like almost backed into a corner to where you have to go through the gate. It lights a fire. It sparks movement. The whip. So there's probably on the other side of the gate where you're standing, okay, this very narrow space. There's probably a person around to whom you argue with, you bicker. It's just not balanced. It's real emotional. It's tiring. I mean, it's the whip. If you look at the keywords there, arguments, fighting, abusive, tense, painful, anger, repetitive, over and over again. It also says kinky sex. Point is, I want to be like, this is your chance to get away from that life or those people or that situation. Because it could even be like at work, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you go to work and there's people around who are just awful, and you just really need to find the reason, what's with the camel and the straw and their back is broken. What we're talking about, the final straw, the bellows. It's almost like you were willing to, I don't want to be like take it, because I don't feel like you're being abused. I just feel like it's a toxic situation with the whip. And then something comes along in this time frame to where it gives you the courage or the birth of a daughter. It's the ladybug. It's happiness, it's comfort, it's leisure. It's a wish come true, this energy that's coming this week. Then you have the magnets in the broom. So this instance with the whip and the bellows, you know what I'm saying, this argument or this whatever, it's been a long time coming. And the broom talks about nobody wants to do this. Nobody ever wants to sweep the floor, but it needs to be done. And it talks about you don't need it, unwanted, unpleasant, repetitive, feels good when it's over, unavoidable cleanup. And it's almost like it's time right now. And I think the reason is because there's this pull, this magnetic pull from the other side of this gate, right? It's pulling at, this is you, right? We talked about you being the light here. Here's you, here's the gate, and there's this other, probably person on the other side of this gate. It's almost like, well, I don't know what to do, right? The firefly. It's someone exceptional. This is what I'm saying. It's lit. You've been lit. There's been some kind of flame. I was talking about a flame being lit, and didn't I say light a flame under your ass? That's what that is. you've been some kind of light has been turned on. And you can see it on the other side of the gate. But something needs to be dealt with first. And I think part of it, and I'm saying, so we're saying dealt with, that's zipping something up, right? Closing it for good. And it's probably maybe a marriage or some kind of tradition, probably marriage, right? And then that's how you get what you want. But what is this moment, this bellows moment? What is it that changes the things? I think that's what we want to know, right? We want to know about the moment because we're feeling like Two of Wands, crossroads. This is the Light Seers Tarot. Just my cards. Just one, please. What's the bellows? Yeah, so it's probably a big giant blowout, you know what I mean? Like an argument or some kind of, whatever it is feels really final. And there's definitely disappointment here. I mean, because you were on that side of the gate for a long time, right? And now it's like, well, do I, you know. So we have this, I guess there, for what I'm saying for Pisces is that there's a moment this week where shit hits the fan, basically. And then you like just plow through the gate. And it changes everything, but you're totally in your thoughts about it. So let's, excuse me. I'd like to look a little farther and see more about this moment and why it changes things so drastically. And I want to see what you do after you get through the gate because there's someone exceptional on the other side of it. So please do follow along to Vimeo. The link for that is in the box below. I'm doing private readings. That's down there. Instagram is dharmajane.8. And don't forget to